So to everybody out there, hello, hola, Konnichiwa, Salaam, Ciao Namaste. Peace to all. This is the Pink Elephant in the Room conversation. And for you guys and girls out there, I did say we were going to do an early one for you guys, and we'll be having one later on today as well. Um, but we're going to be talking about, like it says, the company you keep experience. What do I mean by that exactly? The company you keep. Be careful of the company you keep. Why is that important, and what am I going to go over? What we're going to discuss is the importance of who you surround yourself with, as well as in my own experience of who I've surrounded myself with and who I haven't, and why I have it for certain people and why I have for others. And we'll begin with simply this: the definition of just the company you keep, in a sense. That phrase simply means the certain people you surround yourself with. Are they, is it beneficial for you to be around those people, or is it something that will harm you in the end? And for many people out there, we are around people who may be partying, drinking, smoking, doing drugs and whatnot. And we might have at one point told ourselves we weren't going to do that, and we get involved in things like that because we surround ourselves with people of that nature. When you put yourself in that surrounding area, you are that which you are with. And that which you are with, you will become. So, if you hang around people who are toxic, you will end up being toxic. And many people might feel, well, I can change that and this and that. I could change the people I'm around by changing those people. It might not be that beneficial. You have to be willing to look within your own self of what's beneficial for you first before anyone. And the reason why I state that is because, again, no one is going to take care of yourself more than you are. Taking care of yourself is vitally important in comparison to trying to take care of other people. When you have gotten to where you need to go for self, and you are at that level where you can understand those people and you'll know what to do if it's worth your time being around that person, whether they're toxic or not, you'll know what to do. However, for many of us, we're going through our everyday life, doing what we need to do, getting to where we say we need to go, and being around the people that might not be beneficial for us, or maybe they are. It all depends on how you portray or look at the situation, or your perception of what you see in the situation. So, what do you do if you're around toxic people like that? You may want to run away. And the reason why I'd said earlier why you would want to leave those people around you is because you will literally be absorbing that same energy, and that energy will then become who you are. And at times, we've always stated, even in relationships, even with certain friendships, it's as though I wasn't myself. And that happens to a lot of people, and many people will get blamed that it's their fault and everything. And yes, it is, because of the fact that it did not serve you to be around that type of energy. However, some of us like to see the good in everything, and that is understandable. But you have to be willing to look past things and see, is this who I'm being? Does this serve me to be around this? Does it serve me to be around this energy? Does it serve me to be talking to this person? Now, in my own experience, I've made many mistakes around being with people who I thought were beneficial to me, who I thought I could be friends with, who I thought I could laugh with, who I thought I could enjoy time with. But as time progressed, especially for me right now, I'd learned it's not beneficial for me to be around those people, because many of the people I was around were very toxic. Many of them drank, many of them were smoking, many of them were doing things that weren't beneficial to who they are and growing and progressing who they are as a person. And it ended up making me feel, in some ways, for example, one of the biggest ways was I always felt like I was being used. And I was wondering, why do they not help me? Why this? Why that? Why do I have to help that person? Why can't they be beneficial to me in this and that? Why this? Why that? What I wasn't paying attention to was a simple fact that I am my own person and I needed to walk away. And I did for many of them. Many of them had actually caused me trouble due to the fact of walking away from them and realizing, and of course, we all remember nobody's perfect. Even I make those mistakes where I'm around people and not realizing they were not beneficial to be in my life. It did not serve me to be around them because we did not have that connection to grow each other. Life is a growing process, but it's much more than that. But we do not treat it as such. We do not treat life with all its glory and benefits of what we can do to grow ourselves with the people around us. And in my own experience, this is why I'm very careful with who am I surrounding myself with. I have a very small circle of people I surround myself with. And the reason I surround myself with such a small circle is because it may not, for me at least, be beneficial to be around that many people. For some people, that might be beneficial to be around 1,000 people and feel that positivity. And the reason why I say positivity, don't get me wrong, some of the people in your life, whether it's the company you keep or not, you have to realize are there sometimes to benefit you in growing yourself, sometimes to grow a wound that you've been feeling, whether you believe it or not. There are some people who are there that you may need to leave for a minute just because of the fact of something you need to grow inside yourself. Maybe you're uncomfortable with, maybe you don't understand of self. And of course, all this takes is observation and understanding of that, seeing things for what they truly are in that very own experience. That people are there to grow you, people are there to open parts of you, your emotions, your wounds that you have not gotten past. And many people are there at times to show you maybe what you do not need in your life. But what are you choosing? In my own experience for several years, I was choosing people who were very selfish, who had no care for what a person thought or felt about the situation or anything. And I was trying to be caring, and it's a good thing to be caring to people. However, it's also important not to let people stomp on you like a doormat. This is why I go by the statement, betrayal of the self in order not to betray another is still betrayal nonetheless. It is the highest betrayal. Don't betray yourself for someone else. If you work together, that's beautiful. But if they are making you do things that aren't like you, that are not the things you would do or compromise within self, then don't allow that to be something that is compromised. Be who you truly are because you deserve that. Do not let someone else's opinion sway you if you feel a certain way. Be understanding of other people's opinions. And of course, be willing to admit your flaws when you make mistakes on certain things, whether it's researching certain ideologies or whatnot, and you're still learning from each other and growing with each other. Learn and understand that to grow who you are, but also learn who you surround yourself with. And realize that, of course, at the end of this, you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are divine, you are magnificent, you are the gods, the goddesses, and the creators within. So, in conclusion, the company you keep simply means the people you surround yourself with, whether positive or negative. That positive and negative do not matter because they can be beneficial at times, and at times they may not serve you. It can be beneficial to evolve you, grow you, work together, create things together. It can, even the negative can be beneficial because it could show a side of you you haven't fully grown. The wounds inside of you, emotions inside of you that you are still learning, or things you don't understand that you're still feeling may be taboo to you, but might not quite be as taboo as you think. And that those things that don't serve you, to push out of your life and keep going about what you desire and love. Remember that to know thyself is to know the creator within who you are. So, to everybody out there, have a good morning, a great afternoon, and a fantastic evening. And to everybody out there, peace and namaste. And one more thing before we actually stop right here. This will be for later on. Remember, in about, I'd say, hold on just a sec for you guys out there. In about 8 to 9 hours from now, we will be having another Pink Elephant in the Room conversation later on today. So be ready for that, you guys, and I will talk to you soon. But again, remember, you are the gods, the goddesses, and the creators within. Remember that to know thyself is to know the creator within. And to everybody out there, have a good morning, a great afternoon, and a fantastic evening. To everybody out there, peace and namaste.